A few weeks ago, I decided to install a Ring camera at my front door. I live in a quiet neighborhood where everyone generally feels safe. However, a string of recent break-ins had me on edge, and I thought having a security device would give me some peace of mind. The first 2 weeks passed uneventfully. The camera recorded the usual sights: stray cats wandering around, delivery trucks passing by. But everything changed on one fateful night. Around 3 a.m., my phone suddenly buzzed with a notification. Motion detected at your front door. Half asleep, I thought it might just be a passing car or maybe a raccoon. I'd received plenty of false alarms before, so I didn't think much of it. I opened the app, expecting to see an empty porch or perhaps a neighbor's cat. Instead, I saw a figure that looked exactly like me. The figure stood on my porch, facing the camera, its empty gaze seeming to penetrate right through me. They were wearing the same clothes I had on that night: gray sweatpants and an old t-shirt. Same messy hair, same exhausted expression. A wave of shock hit me as I realized I was inside the house, in my bed, but there it was, staring back at me from outside. At first, I thought it was a glitch. Maybe the camera had captured a reflection or a delayed video from earlier. But I hadn't gone outside at all that night. The longer I looked, the more terrified I became. The figure remained completely still, like a living statue, not even blinking. My heart raced, and I could barely breathe. I considered opening the door to check, but the thought of facing that unknown entity made my skin crawl. Instead, I just sat there, gripping my phone tightly, trying to keep the pounding of my heart from echoing in the silence. After 5 agonizing minutes, I finally summoned the courage to check the timestamp on the video. 3:04 a.m. Time ticked by, but the figure stayed frozen in place. Everything grew silent, not a sound, not a movement. It felt like time had come to a standstill. By 3:15, panic set in. I clicked out of the app, cold sweat dripping down my forehead. I tried to convince myself it was just a prank, but the chilling feeling in my gut wouldn't dissipate. When I finally mustered the nerve to open the app again, the camera returned to a completely empty view. No one there. It was as if that figure had vanished the moment I closed the app. The next morning, I reviewed the footage, but when I scrolled back to the time of the notification, the video was completely missing. Everything before and after 3 a.m. recorded normally, and thus that moment was an empty void, as if it had never existed. I spent the entire day trying to rationalize the bizarre occurrence. Maybe the camera malfunctioned, or perhaps someone was playing a trick on me. I even told myself it had to be a dream, some product of my half-asleep imagination. But tonight, the fear has returned. I just received another notification. Motion detected at your front door. And there I am again. The figure is still standing there, this time even closer, just steps away from the door. I haven't moved from my bed. I don't know what to do. I've been staring at the feed for nearly 10 minutes now, and the figure hasn't moved an inch. Same clothes, same empty expression. It feels like something is horribly wrong, and no one else is awake. I can't bring myself to check outside. I feel trapped in my own home. What scares me the most in just seeing myself on the screen, it's that this time, that figure, and just standing still, it's moving closer to the door.